As you know, tapping with someone else is so beneficial, but there are always a few key things to remember though. One, if you're tapping along, you take responsibility for your own well-being. Two, if you feel there are words that would work better for you, change them. Getting more specific will make it even more powerful. Don't feel you have to use my exact words. If I say anxious and stressed or worried feels better for you, go with it. Three, notice how and where you feel it in your body. If it's different to where I use, ignore me and add in how you feel about where it is for you in your body. Next, rate how you feel 0 to 10, 0 being neutral and 10 being the highest intensity. We're going to start tapping now, assuming that you know where all the points are. With anxiety, this will hopefully help take the top off a little bit, bring it down a little bit to be manageable. But again, there may be very specific aspects within that about certain things that are making you more anxious than others. What this tapping might do is help to be clear for you what those things are. So if something in particular comes up, you can jot that down and then do a round of tapping yourself on the more specific aspects of it. Even though I'm feeling anxious, I accept myself and this anxious feeling I have. Even though I'm feeling really anxious, I deeply and completely accept myself and this way that I feel. Even though I'm really anxious, I accept myself and this way that I feel. Even though I'm so anxious, I accept myself anyway. I think that was 4. I'm feeling really anxious. I'm feeling really anxious. This anxious feeling, I'm just noticing it now. I'm feeling really anxious. My chest is tight. I can't get a breath. Feeling anxious. My chest is tight. I can't get a breath. Feeling anxious. My chest is tight. I can't get a breath. This tight feeling in my chest. This tight feeling in my chest. This tight feeling in my chest. Feeling anxious. I'm feeling really anxious about. Add in your specifics. Feeling really anxious about it. Feeling really anxious. Just noticing how that anxiety feels in my body. It feels like my chest is really tight. It feels like I can't take a breath. My chest feels tight with anxiety, like I can't take a breath. My chest feels tight with anxiety, like I just can't take a breath. It feels really tight. I feel really anxious. All I'm doing right now is honoring my truth. And the truth is, I feel really anxious. I feel really anxious. I feel so anxious right now. I'm feeling really anxious. I'm feeling really anxious. This anxious feeling, just noticing it now. I don't have to do anything with it. I don't have to fix it or change it. All I need to do right now is notice how anxious I feel. Anxious. Anxious. I'm anxious. Processing and releasing this anxious feeling. Allowing that to happen. Feeling really anxious. I don't have to change it. I don't have to solve it all right now. All I need to do is notice my truth and express it. I'm just giving it a voice. I'm feeling really anxious. This anxious feeling. I'm feeling really anxious. Feeling really anxious. I'm feeling so anxious about. pop in what you want. I'm feeling really anxious about all this anxiety that I feel about. I'm so anxious. Just noticing it now. I don't have to do anything else with it. I'm just giving it a voice. I'm expressing the truth of how I feel. And the truth is, I'm feeling really anxious right now. And I'm noticing how that feels in my body. Take a nice deep breath. Okay. Write it again, as always. Notice where you're feeling. If specific things came up, you want to try and tap on those. Like I said, getting specific is really important and powerful. If you have any suggestions, don't hesitate to reach out. Hopefully that was helpful for you. Thanks, everyone.